Alright, welcome back guys. So in this particular video I'll be showing you a simple strategy you can use to trade the financial market. I know you've heard a lot of things about the financial market, how risky it is and how dangerous it is to trade. Alright, but in this particular video I'll be showing you a very simple strategy you can use to trade the financial market. Alright, a very simple strategy you can use to trade the financial market. So very simple. I'll just be showing you three major things on how you can successfully trade the financial market. And the first one, this is a simple strategy you can use. Trust me, this is a simple strategy you can use, and I want you to really pay attention. I want you to really pay attention. All right, so the first thing I'll be talking about is what I called choke. If you're a professional trader or you've been trading for a while, you would have heard about this concept. You would have heard about this concept. And the second thing I'll be talking about is demand. Demand and supply. Demand and supply. And the third thing I'll be talking about is market structure. All right, market structure. So I'll be putting a number of things within this concept, but I want you to understand that you don't need to be confused as far as trading is concerned. Trading is very simple if you can only pay attention to what really matters. All right, so that's what I'll be sharing with you in this particular video. Without further ado, let's dive straight into it. All right, so the first thing we have is what I call choke, which also means market structure shift, or is popularly known as change of character. So if you hear choke, you had change of character, or you hear market structure shift, which is MSS, is also the same thing. And what exactly is choke? So let me just give you a background knowledge to what we are talking about. Let's take, for example, a market is in a downtrend. This is a swing low, and then we have a pullback, another low right here, we have a pullback, another low right here, we have a pullback, another low right here. Then we ought to have a lower high right here. All right, because we're in a downtrend, we ought to have a lower high right here, but eventually we have something like this, and then something like this begins to happen. Something like this begins to happen. What we basically have here, let me mark it out for you. What we basically have right here is what we call choke. Okay, is what we call choke. You can see it right here. Is what we call choke, or change of character, or MSS, or market structure shift. Okay, what does it simply mean? Meaning that we were previously in a downtrend. You can see the market keep creating lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs, until this is our recent high right here. This is our recent high, until price eventually refused to go lower, then takes out our previous high. Whenever you see such thing, this is a change of character, meaning that the price, which is the market, is moving from the current direction to the opposite direction. So this can also happen in an uptrend. So let's take, for example, let's say we having an uptrend, we're having something like this, we're having something like this, like this, then eventually, or let me put one more, we have something like this, then eventually, instead of price to create another low right here, which is higher low, then continue going up, we eventually have something like this, then price comes back for the retracement, and then we have something like this, 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 and this. All right, this is also a change of character right here. This is also a change of character. right here. All right. So what I'm basically teaching you in this particular video is a simple strategy which you can use to trade the financial market. I'm not telling you that this is an 100% strategy. No strategy is 100%, but I can tell you that this has been tested and has been proven over the years that I've been trading for. All right. So the first thing you need to identify, don't stress yourself. Once you open your chart, the first thing you need to look for, just calm down, wait for a change of character. All right, you wait for a change of character. Take for example, let's say once you open the market is ranging upward. Just wait for a change of character from the upward movement to the down movement. So let's say you meet markets somewhere around here. Just wait, let the market continue doing whatever it's doing. Then once you see this move right here, then you are ready to trade. All right, meaning that we are already coming down, we are changing form. So now you want to enter the trade. Wait for a change of character. This is a simple strategy. Trading is broad, but trust me, there are only simple and few things that matters. If you can get this right, you will see what I'm saying. All right, so just wait for a change of character right here, and then wait for a pullback after the change of character back into the previous demand zone, which was broken out and now is currently a supply zone. You can see it right here. So let's take for example, let me take out this so that I can see what I want to do very clear. So these are previous demand zone right here, and this is the level right here. Once we have a change of character and this is taken out, wait for price to pull back into this area, into this range. All right, into this range right here, and then you want to enter your short position. From somewhere around here, and your stop just a little bit above this demand level. All right, then we are not going to be greedy. We want to target our previous demand. This is the latest demand that was broken out. Our target will be the previous demand. So let me mark out that level right here. These are previous demand. Okay, so let's set our TP to that level, and boom, what did you see? This is a win trade. Let's take that out. I'm just using this as an explanation. So let's take that out and let's look at another entry. We've using this demand zone. Now we have another demand zone right here, which was our TP. So price came down, pull back, we entered the trade and we win here. So now we are coming down. This is our recent demand zone. Very simple. Bring your line to the recent demand zone. Very simple. These are recent demand zone right here. Bring your level to this demand zone. Once your TP is hit, wait for price to pull back into this demand zone right here. Wait for price to pull back into this demand zone, which is something like this. Then we go for our short position again, placing our stop loss above, a little bit above this demand. Why are we doing that? Is because if we are in a downtrend, market will never create higher high. All right, it will never create higher high. Before the price will create higher high, we would have a couple of downswing. All right, a couple of downward movements. That's why I said you need to wait for a change of character so that you can get in at the right time and get at least 1 to 2 or 3 trading opportunities before we have another change of character here. Do you understand what I'm saying? So don't forget the strategy. What we want to do again is mark out our previous demand as well. This was a demand we used earlier. This is the next demand in the past structural movement. So once we enter our sell here again, we want to target the previous demand. I love to do it this way. So that our win rate the probability can increase. So can you see it right here? This is the second win setup. You can see it consecutively. This thing is very, very simple. Very, very simple. Let's go to the uptrend as well. Let's go to the uptrend right here. This is a downward movement, and then we had a change of character. All you need to do is bring your level, mark out. This is your level right here, which is the recent high that was broken out, which has now become a supply zone. Wait for price to come into that zone, then take your buy entry. Do you understand what I'm saying? Take your buy entry, set your stop loss a little bit below the supply zone that was broken. Then what you want to do is mark out the previous high. This is the previous high right here. Let me put this one here, and then let me move this to this zone. All right, so we want to move our take profit to this zone. Can you see what do we have here? This is a win trade. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Let me zoom out a bit so that we can see clearly. This is a win trade. Now let's take this out. We've used this. Next thing you want to do is mark out your, this is the previous zone we used, and then price pulled up, which hit our TP, came back for retracement. This is our recent high. Now what you want to do is mark your recent high, mark this level, mark it out, wait for price to pull into your level. Then what do you do again? Enter for a buy position right here. Then your stop a little bit below this recent high. All right, let's just close this. And then the TP strategy, don't forget, we want to target our recent high from this previous movement. So I'm bringing my TP to this particular level right here. What did you see again? This is a win trade. This is a win trade. Now I know you might be thinking, okay, this is just an analogy, you don't know if it will work in the market. Without further ado, let me take you straight to the chart and let's look at what the price, the real price, has to say as far as this particular strategy is concerned. Don't forget what we're talking about: change of character, demand and supply, and then market structure. And what do I say? Once you open your chart, first thing you want to do is identify the market structure, the current market structure, then wait for a change of character. Once you see a change of character, then the demand and supply is our entry and exit module, because for a trade setup to be professional and profitable, you must know when to enter and you must have an exit plan. All right, so let's go to the chart and then let's have a glimpse of what I just said right here. So this particular pair, this is USD JPY. As you can see, this is USD JPY right here, and based on what we are seeing, you can easily see that this is an uptrend. All right, you can easily see that this is an uptrend. This is an uptrend right here. Don't forget what I said. Once you identify the current structure, just wait for a change of character. So price keep creating highs, lower higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then like that, and then like that. Now this, let me zoom out so that we can see, because we are gradually coming to the future. So this is the most recent high that we had. Now let me mark it out. These are most recent high right here. These are most recent high. Then price created another low right here. Let me mark out the low so that you can see what I'm doing. This is another low. If you see from here, there is a first touch right here. In fact, it's a 3 touch. Let me zoom it out so that you can see clearly. All right, if you look at this particular zone right here, we have our first touch here. Price rejected from this zone, pulls up, comes back again, rejected from this zone as well, pulls up again, rejected, came down, and then rejected from this particular zone again, making 3 touches. Whenever you see a price action like this, whenever you see a reaction like this at a particular zone, you should know that that particular zone is a very, very significant zone. Right here, there are a lot of buyers, a lot of buy orders that is pushing the price back to the upside, not allowing the seller to break through this particular zone. Then after the third zone, let me just chip this in. So it's not part of this video, but I'll just say it as a takeaway gift. All right, if you are trading a zone or a level or a trend line or whatever, take this and take it very, very serious. The more the touches on a zone or a level, the weaker that zone becomes. The more the touches on a zone, the weaker the zone becomes. Meaning that if there is a first touch, there is high probability that price will just bounce back and maybe continue whatever it's doing. If there is a second touch, there is high probability that price will just bounce and then continue going. Anything from the third touch, that zone is weak. Anything from the third touch or the fourth touch, that zone is weak, meaning that it can be broken out anytime. So let me go back to our main concept for making this video. That is just it's just a bonus tip. All right, so let's go back to our main concept of making this particular video. So what you can see here is this is our recent low that the price has created from an uptrend. What we need to see right here is just a break below this recent low, which is what? A change of character, which is a change of character. Don't forget our strategy, just 3 concepts, just 3 concepts. And what are the concepts? Let me show you again. um let me show you again. All right, as you can see, change of character, demand and supply, market structure. This is the simple concept that I'll be sharing in this particular video. All right, so very quickly, a change of character occurs right here. A change of character occurs right here. Once this happens, what do I tell you to do? Normally, as we can see, this change of character was caused by an economic release. I think this is the 11th of July, so that should be CPI, if I'm right, maybe CPI or NFP something. This was an economic release. You can see the long candle. All right, you can see the long candle right here. So once you see a change of character, this is the recent demand. Price has been fighting with this level from here. Price has been fighting with this level from here. After this is our next demand level right here. These are next demand level right here. And then what did I tell you? Most of the time, whenever a change of character is caused by an economic release, price is not likely to go back into the order block or whatever. There are a lot of strategies. We are trading order blocks and the likes. Price is not likely to go back to mitigate the order block and then continue coming down. Price will just use one of the previous demand level, which is what the price did right here. So what do I say? Wait for price to get into a demand zone. Normally we would have used this price and then wait for price to do something like this. Maybe from this news, price comes to this level and then we enter for our sell to the previous demand right here. We just put our TP somewhere around here. All right, that's the normal thing we need to do, but this is price action. We need to make our decision based on what we see the price do. So I, as a professional trader, I already see that this price is not ready to pull up to this level. Why? Because the momentum was too much. All right, the momentum was too much, which eventually broke this demand, broke this one too. You can see it broke this one too, so which makes this our recent demand. So for me, I'll be entering my level from here. Upon what I want to see another movement, or a price action at this particular zone, telling me that okay, we are giving you a confirmation that this price is not going to go higher than this level, which I saw right here. You can see this green this red candle right here. You can see this red candle right here telling me that okay bro, we are going down, we are going down. All right, so once I see this, I want to enter my sell from here. I want to enter my sell. Don't forget, this is a 4 hours time frame. Sorry, this is a 4 hours time frame. The single candle you are seeing here, if you go to 15 minutes or 30 minutes time frame, you'll see more confirmation on candlestick patterns right here. But I don't want this video to be too long, so I will just keep it very simple. All right, my stop loss will be a little bit above, the demand zone. Don't forget what I said earlier, don't forget. And then our TP will be at the previous low. This is another low right here, so I'll just bring my TP to this level. All right, I'll just bring my TP to that level, and then boom, what did you see? What did you see right here? What did you see right here? I use this for a confirmation, then just wait for price to pull back into the zone, then enter for my sell, and then target the previous low right here. Let me take this out, and then let's look for another opportunity. Now this is another low that has been created for us right here. This is another low that has been created for us right here, as you can see. Then what do we want to do? What do we want to do? We want price to pull back after the breaking of that low for our TP. We want price to pull back to the previous demand zone right here. Then we take our sell again. Then we take our sell entry again. Then our stop loss a little bit above the previous demand. Don't forget, above the previous demand. And then what do we need to do? We need to target the next demand zone in the past price action, which is this. All right, so we are not going to be greedy. As little as this is about 270 pips right here, 270 pips right there. All right, so this is also a win trade right here. This is also a win trade. I can keep showing you and showing you and showing you. Let's take this off. Let's just take this off right here. This is another demand. Let me just clear this, and this is another demand right here. We can just mark out our zone, something like this, and then wait for price to come again into that demand zone. Wait for price. This is the previous demand which was broken for our TP. Then wait for price to rebound again into that zone. Your stop loss a little bit higher than the previous demand, and then we target another supply, another demand zone right here. Let me mark it out for you. This is a demand zone right here. This is another demand right here. Can you see two TPs? Two TPs. Okay, this is the previous one. So these are new demand. Boom, boom. Very simple. And once you are satisfied with your profit, you can close out and then wait for a change of character again from this particular zone. All right, is currently a downtrend, and wait for a change of character. Wait for probably this zone. This is our highest high right here. Then wait for price to break out this place and then continue your upward movement again. It's very simple. I don't want this video to be too long, but I want to believe you've learned one or two things. I won't be able, because of time, to give you example of the upward movement example, like the uptrend example, but it's the same thing, the same concept. That's why I explained the upward and the downward movement concept earlier before. So in summary, this is just what you need to get something out of the market. All right, the more you practice, the more you master it. Open your charts, identify the market structure, know the direction where the price is going to, then wait for a change of character to occur. once a change of character occurs, probably to the downside or to the upside, then mark out your demand or supply, which will be your entry, and then your target will be the next demand or the next supply, depending on the direction you are targeting. This is very simple, and this is one of the strategy that I use to make cool cash out of the forex market. If you find this video interesting and helpful, please do well to like this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed, then turn on the notification button so that you don't miss any of my content. Share this video. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on my next content. Peace out, guys.